John and Kyle had a 5-year plan coming in. How would this Niners team look like if, for example, Solomon or Reuben Foster worked out like they had hoped? Well, if they had Solomon Thomas, they wouldn't have drafted Nick Bosa. If Solomon Thomas was Nick Bosa, the way they thought he might be, then instead of taking Nick Bosa in 2019, they could have taken who? Daniel Jones? Maybe they still take Nick Bosa. If they hadn't taken Reuben Foster, who could they have taken? They could have taken Dalvin Cook. Help me out here, guys. It seems like the Niners have spent a lot of resources fixing those issues. Fred Warner will still be here, I think. But yeah. So let's say they don't draft Solomon Thomas, they draft Patrick Mahomes. They don't draft Reuben Foster, they draft someone else. Yeah, I think you'd probably say the Niners have a Super Bowl right now, and Chiefs don't. So that would be how that 5-year plan went different. But what I think is interesting about the Niners 5-year plan as we come to about the 5th year of it, the Niners still don't have their quarterback unless you think Jimmy Garoppolo is coming back next year. Entering year 5 of the 5-year plan with no starting quarterback. That wasn't the plan. The plan was to sign Kirk Cousins in year 2. The plan was to have a quarterback by now. So they got to get someone. They can't go bridge next year. They have to get their quarterback. Someone saying it's Zach Wilson. A lot of people say he's the next Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he's dropping to the Niners, guys. I don't think he's the next Aaron Rodgers, but he's getting that kind of comparison. He's got a nice arm. He can move. I think you're looking at Kyle Trask or Trey Lance. That's what you're looking at. So that's the part of the 5-year plan that I don't really understand. What was the plan at quarterback, and do they have a plan there? But again, if they had just taken Mahomes, no, they wouldn't have Nick Bosa. But they don't have Nick Bosa right now. They still have a top 5 defense. Imagine if they had just taken Patrick Mahomes. And I wonder if Kyle Shanahan will ever make up for that original sin. It's basically the original sin of his tenure. Great play designer. Last season was amazing, but you passed on Watson and Mahomes. And now you need a quarterback, and there's no one in this draft that you have access to who's in their field, who's in their orbit. Kyle Trask can't compare to Watson and Mahomes. Neither can Zach Wilson, really. So, I don't know, man. That was going to follow you around forever. The 5-year plan that was foiled by the original sin of Solomon Thomas. God. And then Mike McGlinchey the next year. How about that? The first 3 first-round picks for Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. Solomon Thomas, Reuben Foster, Mike McGlinchey. Whoa. Man. Good thing they got Nick Bosa and Brandon Ayuk, right? Woo! That is atrocious. Oh, man. Really, if it wasn't for George Kittle, Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw, and now Ayuk and Bosa, their drafting history would be abysmal. Abysmal. Warner, Greenlaw, Kittle, Bosa, Ayuk. You can't even really say, I mean, even Bosa and Debo are hard to say because they're both hurt. We think Bosa and Debo are going to be really great players, but even going back to college, those guys have been in the tub a lot. So there are very few hits that Kyle and John Lynch are hanging their hats on, to use a cliche metaphor. Could have had Josh Allen. That's the thing. Well, no, I guess they couldn't have. That was 2018. Couldn't have done it. Who is the biggest to blame staff-wise for the 49ers? What do you mean? I don't know. How about the offensive line coach? How about that? He stinks. Name a group that regressed more than that.